Good afternoon, everyone. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're live. We're live. All right. So we'll just hold back a bit before we dive into everything that we have to look at today. So. All right. So if you're just joining us, you're welcome. We'll be kicking off fully in a bit. All right. Just to allow a little bit more people to join us. All right. So. Yeah, we'll just be kicking up in a bit, so you can just relax. This is 2:03, so let's say about in the next 4 minutes, so about 7 minutes past 2, we'll be flying into what exactly we have to look at today. All right, I think a lot more people are joining. So hey guys, so in the next 3 minutes exactly by 207 p.m. All right, my time here, we will be kicking off. So that's the next 3 minutes. All right, so just relax. The next 3 minutes will be kicking off fully. All right, for those of us who are just joining in, I said by exactly 7 minutes past, we'll be kicking off rather. So please just have a bit more patience, right? We just want to allow a bit more of our guys to join in. All right, and then we'll fly straight into what we have for today. So just relax, right? All right. Welcome, everyone, welcome. So this is exactly 7 minutes past 2. All right, so um, I believe we've allowed quote unquote the latecomers to join us. All right, but welcome to today's live session with us at EasyFX Academy. This session is basically for us to just look at the charts together, right? We believe that, for the weekend, you should have an avenue to, be able to trade with us and join us to look at whatever it is that we are looking at. All right, so if we have some trade ideas or we have some setups that are looking very, very plausible to play out before the end of the week. All right, these sessions exactly are designed to allow us to share those setups with you. All right, so that then you can also, make some banks from them also before the end of the week. So you're welcome to today's session. I'll be kicking off right now. Okay, so whilst we're doing the session, all right, in case you have any commodities you would love for us to take a look at together, any chart, whatever it is, any commodity you want us to take a look at together, you can just drop them, in the chat section, and we'll promptly do well and do justice to that. All right, so whilst I'm waiting for that, let's just see. I have about 3 or 4 commodities really that I'm looking at. All right, I'm going to be sharing them with us. And they are not USD pairs. All right, they are not USD pairs. Before I just go straight into that, let me just quickly talk about what I'm currently seeing on gold, because I believe that during sessions like this, everybody is always, quite interested, asking, oh, what of gold? What is gold going to do? Now, I don't really have any firm setup on gold, right? I don't have any concrete setup, right, on gold. All right, but I'm just going to share exactly what I can see with you on gold and explain my bias to you for what I can see currently on gold. And for that, I'm going to start on the daily time frame. All right, so the reason why I'm starting from the daily time frame is because I want you to have a good enough understanding of what exactly I expect to happen from the higher time frame, right? So if we are seeing from the higher time frames, the overall structure is bullish, then when we come down to lower time frames, all right, what we should be looking for should be more reasons to buy, all right, so that we can get proper risk to reward ratios. Now, if you trade against the overall trend, all right, that's counter trend trading, right? If you do trade against the trend, it doesn't mean that you will not get profit, all right? You still get your profit. The issue, however, is the fact that not all places that you are marking out for, retracement, for example. Let me explain what that means in case there are newbies here, right? So you have a bullish trend, for example, where you have impulse and retracement, right? Impulse towards the upside, retracement towards the downside, right? If you're going to catch a sell, now you must make sure that you catch that sell properly, all right, which is the counter trend trading I was talking about earlier. If not, what would happen would be that you get played by the market, all right. And that's why I usually advise and solicit for people to trade with the trend. So imagine I took a sell, a very, very accurate sniper entry sell from somewhere like here right now. I placed my stop loss here, and maybe I now made the mistake of using this previous low around here as my stop loss, as my take profit. Now, prior to we get to my take profit, all right. So let's say this was about a 1:6 sort of trade, right? Price would have possibly got into maybe about 1:2, 1:, let's say about 1:2 point something, right? And then would have reversed on me. Then I'll be angry. I'll be like, I wish I had known that. I wish I had taken profit. When I just saw that this thing gave me $5 profit, $10 profit, $20 profit, I should have just closed out in profit. All right. So that you not get caught up by this type of example I just gave. That is why we advise you to trade with the overall trend. All right, so I hope you understand that. Now, that being said, let's go into what exactly I can see on gold. Now, from the daily time frame, what we can see clearly is that gold is still bullish. Gold is still overall bullish from the daily time frame. I mean that whatever we're trying to do right now should be looking for possibly, demand zones or bullish order blocks or whatever it is, maybe a pivot region that can give us a bullish reaction, right? Or that can give us a bullish reaction. That's what exactly we should be looking at, for our buy entry. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. I'm explaining this because I don't want to come back here again, and I have, like I said, I have just personally a few, commodities for us to look at personally for me, right? So let's just continue. So for gold, now when you come down to the 4-hour time frame, what exactly can you then see from the more immediate structure? Now, this is it very simply. Let me move this one so that you won't be confused. I think I can move this one. Now, you saw that this was, I won't call this a proper previous low. Sorry about that. I won't call this a proper previous low, right? But let's just mark it out still, because this is one low that we can see. All right, so this might just be a minor structure low. All right, let me delete this also. All right, so going based off of what we can see right there, you can see that price broke this quote unquote now minor structure low, all right, by the week of this candle on the 4-hour time frame. Now the candle or the zone or the other block, all right, that gave birth to that move in general was this candle around here. Was this candle around here, which is this that I've just marked out. So in case you're wondering for the coordinates for that, that's between 2759.01 and 2747.63. 2759.01 and 2747.63. Now, am I telling you that you should sell gold from here? No, I'm not telling you to sell gold at all. All right, so just keep on watching with me. I'm going to explain what I mean by that or why I just said that right now. So let's go on. Now we can see that this candle here, all right, let me delete this so that you just see it a bit better. This candle here fits into our perfect description for what you would call an order block. Number one, it was a candle that was made, all right, you can see this is a, rally based drop, all right, zone that was created, this order block, right? It was a candle that swept liquidity from the previous candles, right? You can see that it's also a candle that was followed by a fairly impulsive candle. So you see that there is still some level of a fair value gap left behind by the candle that came after it, right? So if you're looking at it from the basic definition that you might have for an order block, this fits it quite well. However, the issue here now arises from the fact that we are in an overall bullish trend. Are you with me? All right, we're in an overall bullish trend. Now, this means that we should be looking for reasons to enter for buys and not reasons to enter for sells. And if by any reason or for any reasons you're looking for a sell entry, then you should note that you should not be taking that sell entry as a swing. It should be a very, very short and precise scalp. A very, very short and precise scalp. So you're getting in, you're getting out before market can say, you are here. Do you understand that? Now let's go on what I was saying earlier. So we saw that price swept this previous low here, and then we add that continuation towards the upside. Now my bias, right? My bias is that price will still create a new all-time high from the overall, from what I can see from the daily time frame. Price is still massively bullish. Now some people might be tempted to say this point is a change of character. This current point here. Let me mark it out. Some people might be tempted to call this a change of character. Now, for me, I would not call this a change of character. I want to put capital letter X beside it so that you know that I'm not, in case you're watching this video again, so that you know that I'm not calling that a change of character. All right, so I would not call this region my change of character. Now, why would I call it a change of character? Very, very simple. This is what you would see on the lower time frame. Like if you are trading based off of what you're seeing on the lower time, let's say the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes, maybe even the 30 minutes, right? You might be wanting to call that a change of character. However, that is minor structure. That is the lower time frame structure, not what we can see from the overall standpoint, right? So what then you should do is to note that this simply was a liquidity sweep. What price did here was just sweep liquidity so that it can continue in its overall direction, which is bullish. Now that gets to tell us that, it is very likely that this guy should still buy. Now, if I'm looking for any scalp sells, I'll be waiting for price to at least come into this region that I gave you the coordinates for. I think 2758.79, 2747.63 or so. All right, that's the coordinate for the current region I'm watching out for. If you're looking out for a very, very short scalp for a sell on gold. All right, and even at that, you should be very, very cautious. Now let's go down to the 2-hour now. Let's try and slim fit it as much as we can. All right, so at least when price gets there, you should be able to make very, very, not say very, very, but you should be able to make substantial use of it. All right, so one thing I'm fond of doing, and one thing I love to do, right, is to work based off of what I can see, and then work based off of the middle, all right, the 50% of the zone, or in this case, the 50% of this order block that we can see here. Now, so what I'm just going to tell you is, and this is just going to be a short advice, right? You can then decide to take off a scalp from here. And maybe this. So can you see that this is just about a 1:2 trade? All right, and my entry basically is at the middle of that point, at the middle of that zone. So entry precisely is going to be around 2753.27. Stop loss will be around 2760.55. Take profit will be around 2735.29. Now, even though I have said this, all right, now this is just, I've marked out my zone, right? I've shown you my zone, I've shown you my entry and stop loss and all of that. Now, my entry criteria is, however, a bit different. All right, my entry criteria is, however, a bit different. So give me a minute. I'm seeing something that looks very interesting here, so that we can just have that marked out. Maybe something towards this end, right? But let me just remove it for the meantime. Let me just wait for the then. All right, so now my entry criteria for this would be when I get to see price enter this zone. All right, this initial big, the larger zone, right? When I get to see price coming to that zone, am I seeing price coming in with force? All right, is there a high amount of volume that price is carrying and coming into that zone? If yes, then definitely I will not be taking this trade. I'll be removing my hand and looking for other opportunities